twice. I hate when it does that. I'm like, why does it do that? It's like I see all of the buttons twice. It's very annoying. I'm like, why? Why do you do this to me? I love you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Let me go and look. Because I don't want it to be up twice. Shut up, Sean. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. 2 days ago. What? 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 You mean 2 minutes ago? Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello. Did you guys miss me? 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 I missed you all. Ooh, y'all up in here. Let's see. I'm sorry. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Boo. You can hear me? You couldn't hear me? Or in the other one. Or in the other one. You couldn't hear me. Hi from Germany. Hi, Dixico. Yes. You're welcome. That's what I saw. That's all right. Hi, Truth Hearts Boo. Hi, Too Persuasive. Hi, Ro. Hello, everyone. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Boo. Hi, Tammy. Hello. So, y'all. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Miss Bennett. Natalie, hi. Kimberly, hi, Boo. I love y'all. Hi, K-Ben. My baby. What are they talking about? How was your week? Ooh, not pasta. It was great. I had a really good weekend. What did I do? Oh, I did all type of stuff. I was in convertibles. I was, hot tubbing it. I went on romantic walks. Like life's amazing. It absolutely is. So, hi, Gabrielle Coco. Blessed. Hello, hello. So, yeah, I had a really good weekend. Thanks for asking. How was y'all weekend? Did y'all do anything fun? Did you guys get outside? Did you like? Hi, Queen. Pink. Hello, hello. Prosecco. Hello. Nets. Hello. Yay, yay. Hi, Bunny. Um, Hi, Tracy. So yeah, I had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good weekend too. The title of the show is Diddy and Biggie. Biggie's son in this crazy lawsuit. Biggie's son helped Diddy get some. Girl. Oh my goodness, this is gay as hell. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. Super gay. Super gay. Trigger gay warning. Correct. We're also going to be talking about Dejanay big back ass. Now Dejanay, okay, hard looking hoe, is the one who took the life of Shanquella, and now all of a sudden she done changed her name from Bernard to Steven, and she feel like because she changed her name, since her name is innocent, her new name innocent, that she innocent too. My name is not Dejanay anymore, so I didn't do that. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, Imani, actually, So yeah, seriously. Dejanay, which she changed her name, okay, it's not Dejanay, but that's what we call her because that is her murderer name, so that's what we're gonna call her. Um, she said that she acted in self-defense. She said that this was Shanquella's fault. Oh my word. She did. She's like to us, like to our face. She is saying this. So insane. So we're gonna talk about that as well. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. But we're gonna start off with Diddy over here stealing head. Correct. How do you steal fellatio? I do not know. But this man said that they did. And he also said Biggie, son was involved as well. So we're going to talk about that. Biggie's son accused of facilitating Diddy forced oral, according to lawsuit. Now, how are we feeling about these lawsuits? Are we still believing them, or where are we with it? Where are we with it? Like, are we still because they get more outlandish and more outlandish. But I'm not saying that's not true again. Yeah, we're not. But grab. So are we believing the lawsuit? You know, Jane Doe, her lawsuit got thrown out, and nobody has had a successful win since Cassie when it came to suing Diddy. So are we still believing the lawsuits? Are we just over the lawsuits? Like, how do we feel about that? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. The person accusing Diddy of tossing a semen-soaked Notorious B.I.G. shirt on him. What the is happening here? He threw a what? Soaked? Who all like owning it? Soaked? Did I read that correctly? Let me see. Because, you know, Hook don't find us no more for everybody. The person accusing Take That of tossing a men soaked Notorious B.I.G. shirt on him is also claiming. Okay. How do we get here? How do we get here? Okay. Why? Is there a reason of him throwing this shirt on him? Say this is true, right? Why? He is also claiming Puff had a notable accomplice acting as a henchman during a separate SA, Biggie's son, C.J. Wallace. According to the complaint filed, during the 4th of July holiday, John Doe claims Biggie's son was among a group of men who lured him to a Revolt TV location in 2020 via a Combs Corporation vehicle, where he says he was then ambushed and led to another room where Diddy was waiting. Now, Diddy liked to wait in rooms. Diddy liked to wait in rooms. Diddy liked to have his men come to him. Please hit the like, please hit the like. So I'm with him so far. Because, hey, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. So he says that they lured him to a Revolt TV location. Okay, so was that like, I wonder what there's supposed to be like some filming going on or something? Because like, why would you be going to some whatever? Okay. Diddy was waiting in another room. I can believe that. I can believe that. Sorry, I'm down too far. Okay. As John Doe was held by others, he also claims Diddy attempted to stuff his peen into his mouth, all the while screaming at him that his days working for Bad Boy were over as punishment for the clashing earlier. So you got to get some head on the way out the door, Diddy? You got to get some head off the way out the door, Diddy? As far as I'm concerned, this just true. He's taking it to court. He's suing. He's saying this things happen. Until Diddy team proves something else. I mean, hey. He said as John Doe's head was held by others, So other people was holding his head, bringing it to Diddy's ping. And Diddy was sitting there like, your days at Bad Boy is over. Waiting to get some from John Doe. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Y'all said that's weird. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Because I would have did it. Correct. I'm like, what did y'all holding my hair for? I got this. CJ. My God. Nah. Like, cause I would have did it though. And it came back with a mouthful of blood. Correct. 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 Blood. I would have read it right until he was about to have a big O. And then just 1, a 2, a 3, and bit it off as proof. Because that would have been my proof. No, they held me down. At the beginning, I did not want this. At the beginning. And then in the middle, I still kind of wanted it. But no means no. Okay? So just at that moment, it was happening. Okay? So I bit down. I had to prove to y'all. If I would have bit it off, y'all would have believed him. I had to buy Lorena Bobbitt this because for real, they would have believed her. Okay? So I'm like, y'all gonna believe him. So like, you're not gonna believe with my tick marks in there. Go in there. That's me. Correct. I did it. Correct. 100%. And I'll do it again. So yeah, I would have did it. It's just like, yeah, get some proof. Bring it with you. Bring it with you. Because I was like, yes, he did. Here we go. Hold on. This belonged to him. Like, yeah, this was his. So it's like, yeah. And just bit down on it. John Doe believes the CC team snapped a photo of the event as humiliating evidence and says that he was able to escape back to his vehicle's location. Oh, so they got you with a picture with it in your mouth? Oh no. It's in your mouth? In the picture, John Doe? It is. It's in your mouth. And they said they was going to put an eye if you said something. It was in your mouth. Poor guy. You don't want it in there? Because I don't get how you can force the Shia. I don't get it. It's like, how do you do that? How do you, like, I don't get it. You just close your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. You just close your mouth. You just got this. No. 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 Just go up there. Correct. Correct. It's giving you was over there. It's giving you was over there. It really don't. I'm sorry. Like, it's not giving you. You know. It's not giving that. It's not giving that. It's not happening. I'm just saying. Like, it's really not giving that. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. It's giving you was over there. Nobody doesn't like Hoover. It's giving you was over there knowing what the you was doing. Correct. Correct. Mouth of the east and the south is what it was giving. Throw baby. Just a little piece. Just a little piece. It's I'm just saying. Like it's not giving it. She was looking at no. Because you're not saying that. It's given I'm in a bind, Nate. Little piece. Yes. Nate, I'm in a bind. I'm in a bind, Nate. Correct. Shout out to Scorpion Vine. Thank you so much, sweetheart. She says, I missed you. Oh my God, I missed you too. And you know, us Uncheckables love you. You know, we love you, girl. Yeah, so I mean, it's not, you know, on the outside looking in, you know, because you said it's a picture of it, what it's in your mouth? In the picture? Are you like this? Like, are you in a picture like this? What's the picture like? Are you gonna? Are you giving? Inquiring minds want to know. Because it's your mouth. It's your mouth. Not victim shaming. Not victim blaming. Not at all. I'm just saying. What is going on? What is happening? Help me help you. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Evidence says he was able to escape back to the vehicle's location. CJ, an entrepreneur named Willie Mack, and other individuals were there to transport him home. How do you escape to transportation? So someone brings you out, right? And then you leave because you're doing, no! And you're you're like getting out of there. And then, because you're running, so you escaped. So you escaped to a ride. John Doe believes the CC team snapped a photo of the event of for the humiliating evidence, and says he was able to escape back to the vehicle's location. CJ, an entrepreneur named Willie Mack, and others were there to transport him home. Okay, so did you get back into the vehicle that you came in, or did you get into another vehicle that had Willie Mack and other people in it, and they're just like, oh, bro, we'll get you out of here. We know what just happened because he did it all to us too, see? And then you guys like left, because that's confusing. Because he brought them blessed. I'm confused because at the beginning he said that he was in a car with people on the way to a Revolt TV television like event or something. Well, I'm not even gonna say event. It says lured him to a Revolt TV location in 2020. So they didn't say nothing about it being a party, that they was about to film or something. When they get there, he's just going. He's just going. And then he said they snapped the photo. He claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingering in his jaw. He claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingered in his. Where is this lawsuit? No. Now I want the whole lawsuit. Where is this damn lawsuit? No. Oh, hell no. No. Absolutely not. I am too damn nosy for all of this. Uh-uh. No. Hell no. Mm-mm. This is what y'all not about to do. Uh-uh. Where is it? Where is it? Shut your mouth and keep on talking. No, absolutely not. That's October though. We don't want one from October. Oh, this was about the white party. Yeah, we don't. No, we don't want Jan. We want John. No, I'm sorry. I have to find it because now I want to know. Now I want to know everything. I want to know everything. Okay, with this John Doe. Okay, what is he saying? This is a different lawsuit. Yeah, let's put 2025 because the ones from last year keep popping up. That's why it's annoying when they sue under Doe because then it's like it gets lost in translation. Is it this one? John Doe versus Combs. Okay, it's this background. This is a house party. Damn, Diddy! How many John Does you got? Oh, I'm gonna read this one too. I didn't read this one. I didn't even know about this one. This one's at a house party. The other one was at a white party. This one, the one I'm looking for, is at Revolt Studios. Maybe I should type in Revolt. Okay, I think this may be it. Oh no, this is Ashley, the one that lied. You're a liar, Ashley. This is Jane. Okay, I'm gonna read the rest of this while I'm looking for it. So, no, we're not playing you, Harvey. Back up. Back up. And the song, he said that he was forced to ride home. He said he's claimed he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingering in his jaws. A traumatic experience. The lawsuit claims the abuse peaked a few days earlier with a Biggie t-shirt tossed incident in another sit-down meeting where Diddy was allegedly telling John Doe out of the blue that he was going to F the SHIT out of him and unexpectedly groped his littles. He claims CJ, Mac, and others had promised more business opportunities as restitution for his issues with Diddy, but it all turned out to be a ruse to get him RAPED'd. Girl! I cannot. John Doe is pursuing damages from CJ and the other defendants. Diddy's legal team tells TMZ, Mr. Combs, okay. Okay, wow. I want to read this. I want the whole lawsuit. I want the whole lawsuit. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. I have to find it. I have to find it. I have to find it. Okay, this says John Doe. Oh, he demands jury trial, whoever this is. Okay, let's get into. Okay, it says Inner Roosevelt 7 Playground Square, Las Vegas Entertainment, Apologies, blah, blah, blah. As a proper. I don't know what this one's at, but I want to read this one too. I think this is the new lawsuit that the guy that just interviewed on Tasha K filed. But he's not a John Doe. Interesting. I want to read this lawsuit. Is it public yet, y'all? Is it public? Because I'm typing in the right thing. It should pop up by now. Parties, John Doe, Las Vegas. See, this is the same one. Yeah, this is a wait. Okay, yeah. Yeah, same thing. 2007. Yeah, we want 2020 because he said this happened in 2020. Crazy work. So this just happened allegedly 5 years ago. With this man saying that Diddy is adding Biggie's son in there for me too. It's like this is an interesting story. Interesting. Let's type that in. Maybe that'll help. No. Not to be public, depends on how it was filed. Yeah, 100%. It could be behind the scenes, but let me see if TMZ has any information on the lawsuit. Yeah, so it says Diddy sued, he masturbated into Diddy's shirt. Also, he says that Diddy put the seat on the shirt. Ooh, Diddy, ew! Okay, it says the guy claims around September 2020, he was in a listening session for Diddy for a Biggie Smalls project when he says Diddy pressured him to take ketamine. He claims they went to a warehouse in Los Angeles where Biggie's clothes were stored in a storage, and Diddy provided DURUGS to everyone present. He says folks were running around the warehouse tripping on DRUGS. The guy claims he ended up alone in a room with Diddy, who he says started watching PORN on the phone. He claims Diddy grabbed one of Biggie's shirts off the rack and began to please himself in front of him. He says Diddy told him to finish Diddy off and claim. Girl, not that he said finish me off, top me off. I cannot. But he says that Diddy is because I'm wondering, I'm like, well, where did this, sperm, come from? Like, what? He says Diddy, and he told him to finish Diddy off, and claims Diddy orgasmed into the shirt before he could react. So you was about to do it? I'm just saying, because he says before he could react. So does that mean like before you could react, like before you could like hit him, like you were so shook, like, and before you looked up, he was, into the shirt? Or was you about to open your mouth? Like, or which one? Because you said react. There's different reactions for different things. So, in the suit, the man also alleges that way back in 2005, Diddy shoved his spoon in his face and told him to spit. Please hit the like. He's suing Diddy for sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and more. He's going after Diddy for damages. Reached out to his camp, so far no word back. Well, okay, I want this lawsuit. I want to read it. Now I want to read it. Yeah, we don't care about that. So I want, is the lawsuit from, lawsuit would obviously be from 2025. because this is a new suit. So it will be from 2025. And Biggie's son is involved. CJ Wallace, which is nuts. Yeah, we're working on that. Is this the same person? Oh, so this does, okay, so maybe that was the lawsuit. Hold on, because it says, Shonda Combs has been sued by a male escort over accusations of sexual assault that allegedly occurred in 2012. The accuser, no, because this guy said it happened in 2020, but he's also talking about 2005 and 2007. So, who knows? The accuser who filed his lawsuit as a John Doe in the Southern District of New York on February 26 claims Combs S8 him and then him to keep quiet by saying allegedly, oh, okay, so this is Rod. No, because Rod is the music producer. If I can get Pac hit, I can, what the you think I can do, what happened to you? The Florida-based accuser says he crossed paths with Diddy in 2012 when he was commissioned by Combs to meet him in New York City after arriving at the Intercontinental Hotel, which that's where Cassie was, yeah. John Doe says Combs forced him to perform oral and penetrative S3X on a woman in the room. During this time, Doe claims Combs fed him a water bottle and proceeded to rub baby oil all over his body. One or both of which Doe feels as if he had been urged and not in complete control of his body, per the lawsuit. Doe claims that Combs put his finger in his booty. Okay? So this man said that Diddy put his finger in his booty and forcibly RAPED'd him. The accuser says he continually told Combs to stop screaming no because he was in pain. Okay, so he said he couldn't really move. Okay, because I was like, okay, move. Whatever. But yeah, he said he couldn't, he felt like the water bottle, after he drank out of the water bottle, I guess, that he couldn't move much. Combs said, you better not say a word to anybody about this. Did you hear me? Doe recalls Combs saying to him following the assault. Doe claims Combs also referenced Tupac's passing, if I'm not effing with you, if I can get Pac hit, what the do you think can happen to you? In a statement shared with Variety attorneys for Combs, and you know, he didn't do anything. But no, these sound different. These don't sound like the same case. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Okay, this one was done in April. Let's see what this one is. John Doe versus Combs. He has a lot of lawsuits. Craziness. Right here alone is like 7. Diddy, everybody not lying on you. Everybody is not lying on you. I don't really see what this is about though. Oh, this is like something different. Everyone is not lying. That's one thing I will say. Everybody ain't lying on you, bruh. And a lot of the situations are the same. And some of these lawsuits were filed before Cassie even went into court. Like these 2024 lawsuits that state that he had people in the room putting baby oil on them, you know, all of that stuff. Everyone is not lying. I just don't feel that way. And my spirit, something is telling me in my spirit that a lot of these lawsuits have truth in them. I do think a little bit of embellishing is going on, and I think that because they can't like fully remember. But I do think a lot of these lawsuits have a lot of truth in them. Everyone is not lying. I just don't feel that way. Everybody coming forward, and I'm not saying like everybody, like literally everybody, but a higher amount of people are coming forward, over 20 thus far, saying these things. Please. Everyone isn't lying. I just don't feel that way. I don't. Don't get me wrong. Some of these lawsuits have been frivolous. Some of these lawsuits have been from people that are truly trying to get a money grab. But I also think that a lot of these lawsuits are true. You know, like it's like these things did happen to me. And with Diddy living so large, I think it's hard for people to pinpoint when he's doing something wrong and who he's doing something wrong to, because he's big. You know, his parties were big, they were lavish, and when you have money to do whatever you want when you want to do it, you are going to treat people as disposable. And I think he did do that. I do think that there were men, because of Diddy being fearful of his sexuality. Diddy has came out multiple times without coming out. That does not mean he is gay, bro. It absolutely does mean that. It does. So Diddy is not straight. So Diddy can say that he is. What straight man you know telling a woman to go in a room and when a man finished ejaculating on her, bringing it here to me? There's nothing hetero about that. What is heterosexual about a male wanting another male's sperm on him? What is heterosexual about a woman having S3X with another man? Now, if you're a voyeur, voyeurs just watch. You know, that's just what that is. And I don't think there's anything gay about being a voyeur. If you are a male or a female that enjoy watching heterosexual sex in front of you, what's gay about that? Like, what's gay about it? It's no different than watching PRN. It's the same thing. It's just live. It's just like in front of you. So I don't view that as gay. But when you include yourself in it, if you're not including yourself for the woman and for the pleasure of a woman, then that's gay. Like, what is not gay about that? Like, I don't get it, because he don't kiss dudes. He's straight. I don't understand that. Cassie said it herself. And not only that, there have been many males that have come forward and state that he's done certain things to them or offered them. Hell, Terrence Howard, the actor, came forward and said that Diddy tried to him. What is straight about that? Everyone is not lying. Like, I just don't feel that way. I don't, because he does everything in his damnedest to try to protect his reputation of being a heterosexual, because he knows how that looks in hip hop. There is no room now. There is room. But before, there 80s, 90s, early 2000s, there was no room for gay in hip hop. There's no Lil Nas X, no Sauce Santana, no, none of that. There's no room for that. Barely even room for any lesbians to be rappers. You know, like the Queen Latifahs and Missy Elliott's and whatnot, that kind of had to keep their sexuality under wraps. Because, again, there's nothing to me heterosexual about Queen Latifah. I love and adore Queen Latifah. But my gay radar just like ever since I was a kid, I always thought she was gay. Not because of how she dressed or anything like that. No, you're gay. Like, it's like, you're gay. Like, I mean, it's like you can tell, you know, when someone prefers the same sex. And sometimes you can't, because people will hide it. That's all they're doing, hiding. And they hide in plain sight. Diddy is one of those people. So because he can have sex with a woman does not make him straight. I have 4 kids. I can have sex with a woman right now. I'm still gay. Like bisexual, like however you want to put it. But I'm not hetero. I'm not a straight male. Like, I can't identify as that. Doing anything with the same sex. That makes no sense at all. I don't have to kiss them in order to be gay. You know, if Diddy's getting fellatio and things like that from other men, that's gay. There's nothing straight about it. If Diddy is penetrating men in their woo-has, that's gay. There's nothing straight about it. That means you're gay. Whether you're suppressing it or not. The only thing that makes a person hetero is opposite sex. So if everything you do sexually is with the opposite sex, there's nothing gay about you. Even if you like to get pegged or toys or stuff like that used on you by a woman, there's nothing gay about that. What's gay about it? Just because a man likes to play with toys and stuff like that does not mean that he is gay. Does not mean that he wants to be penetrated by a male. Doesn't mean any of that. It just means that's what he's into. That's it, that's all. It don't go no further than this. And a lot of the arousement comes from a woman doing it, like a woman being dominant and in control. So, like, yeah, you know, so far as I'm concerned, Diddy's gay or bisexual. But I don't buy, and that's just my opinion. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, Diddy's a gay male. No, I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying I know my kind, and I see it with him. I see gay. Like, I don't see a heterosexual male. I see somebody that tries too hard to convince people that he likes women. That is what I see. And I think that that's how the freak-offs were born. The freak-offs were born due to him trying to live out a fantasy vicariously so that he doesn't have to have sex with men. So that he's trying to, like, you know how people pray to gay away? You know how people say that, right? I think that's what Diddy was trying to do. Instead of Diddy actually being penetrated or penetrating men or anything like that, he would rather watch it and have it be done and then have the woman explain her entire experience so that he could live through her within that moment. So it's like, I don't have to be gay because you're doing it for me. You're sleeping with men I want to sleep with. You're doing that. That's why he's directing all of that. Now do this to her, do this to him, do this, da 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 da. He's doing all those things because he is the woman. Like, he is living through her within that moment. And it's proven because what is Diddy directing when it came to the FOs that he couldn't have did himself as a man? What? So if you having somebody smash your girl, you know, all that, you can smash your own girl. Like, you don't need somebody to come in and do that for you. You know, you really don't need that. You don't. That's why most men would have threesomes and whatnot, like bring other women in and sleep with multiple women before bringing a male in, and that being a threesome, like bringing another man in and watching another man smash their girl. Like, it usually isn't anything like that. It's usually like a girl they kicking it with or a girl they smashing and a homeboy hitting it too. Like that I can see that with hetero, but you directing, most voyeurs to me, they don't direct. They just kind of just sit back and let you do your thing. You know, they just watch. You know, they're not all up in the mix. You know, tell, oh, now do this, now that. Now you did it. They don't do that. Like, I'm like, that's not being a voyeur. Like, I know what voyeurs are, and it's kind of just, you are flying the wall. That's what being a voyeur is. You're just kind of just there, but not there. You're not supposed to be being paid attention to. You're not even technically even supposed to, your presence isn't really supposed to even be known in the room. You know, being a voyeur. But not only is Diddy's presence known in the room, he's directing and lighting and, you know, oil and all of this stuff. To me, that's gay. Like, that's not being a voyeur. You're doing something else. You're the S3X magic or something. You're doing something else. But voyeur is not happening here. That's not what this is. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So, I do think that Diddy fancies men. I do. I do think that he likes men. I think that, I mean, I've made videos about him doing songs about coming out. Him praising Lil Nas X when Lil Nas X went on stage and kissed a man in front of everyone. Diddy was so happy about that. I'll pull it right now. And the reason why I feel like Diddy was happy about these things is because he's seeing like that being gay and hip hop evolving. And the more it evolves, kind of like a Caitlyn Jenner thing. You know, we saw Bruce Jenner for all of these years, gross, built wrong, and went from that to, because Bruce Jenner is an ugly trans. Okay? Yes, there are some beautiful trans women out here in the world. Gorgeous. Like, you're like, whoa. You know, beautiful. Drop dead gorgeous. Right? And then there's Caitlyn Jenner. Then it's Kylie and them mama dad. My Lord. So like woofda. But no one looked at Bruce as gay. No one would have thought that Bruce would have become trans. None of us, well, that came out of left field. Like, it really did. But it was always there. So it wasn't something that was birthed later when Courtney and all of them started coming out with stories saying like, yeah, you know, I remember coming in the kitchen as a kid and, you know, he would have on like my mom's clothes or my mom's negligee or bathrobes and stuff like that. So then when they started to think, they're just like, oh, okay, well, there were kind of signs, all along that this is what, he wanted to do. It's the same thing with somebody being gay. There are signs. And I think even Cassie, sitting on the stand, was embarrassed for him stating the things that he would want her to do when she would come back into that room, bringing this men, and whatnot, and telling him the exact encounter. Which Diddy's not the only one that did that. Irv Gotti used to do the same thing as Superhead when she would have S3X or other like rappers and stuff like that. He wanted all about it, how big they were, or like all of that, So it's very weird. Diddy said, "What's Caitlin's sexuality?" No idea. Caitlyn says something about being trans but still liking women. Your guess is as good as mine. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. I have no idea. I don't even get into Caitlyn because Caitlyn's a weirdo. Like for a real weirdo. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's how Diddy is. I think Diddy is the same way. I think that it's always been signs. People have always known. It's not a secret. Hearing something like that, no one's surprised by it. No one, if someone came out right now, or Diddy came out the closet right now and was like, hey, yes, I am gay. I do like men. No one would be shocked. No one would be like, oh, no way. It's like, well, that makes sense. I mean, you do got like 7 dudes suing you. So, all right, hey, everybody ain't lying on you. Same thing with Tyler Perry and others. Like, everyone is not lying for y'all. That is not true. But let's get into Diddy praising Lil Nas X. So, I think it was more so of him. I should word praises. Yeah, praises. More of him like happy hip hop is growing. So that maybe one day they'll accept him. So maybe one day that he could come out. So right here, Diddy applauds Lil Nas X Fearless BET Awards 2021 performance. Now that's when he kissed another man on stage. The 22-year-old sang Monteiro, Call Me By Your Name at the award show. As expected, Lil Nas X pulled out all the stops for his performance last night, June 27th, at the BET Awards 2021. The undeniably engaging performer sang his #1 hit debuting song, Monteiro, and used the set to pay tribute to Michael Jackson's 1991 hit, Remember the Time. The performance ended with a kiss between platinum-selling artist and one of his male backup dancers. Now let's get into what Diddy had to say. Right here. Like his viral Monteiro's music video, Lil Nas X faced some criticism on social media for his BET Awards performance. One person criticized his use of Jackson's song in the set, writing, "Don't use African culture for it's like this, respect our ancestors." Lil Nas X is back, we don't care what he said. However, the 22-year-old received support from one hip-hop OG. After the performance, Diddy took to Twitter to salute the rapper's bravery. Lil Nas X did that. Be fearless. The result chairman wrote along with hand-clapping emojis. It's very so much giving that Diddy is supporting Lil Nas X because they have something in common. They absolutely do. And because no other straight male came forward. Now, I would prefer a male not bash him versus to support him. So I'd rather you say nothing at all, if you have nothing nice to say, than to come forward and like bash him for it, right? So none of the other male rappers said anything. This is the BET Awards, so there was plenty of them there. So they all saw it in real time, just like Diddy. But nobody else said anything in support. They just kind of just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. What it was, and moved right on. But then when it came to Diddy, here comes Diddy. Oh, Lil Nas X fearless. Oh, you did that. You did that. You did that. No fear. Fearless. You're gay. Like, that's what that comment gave me. Like, a gay supporting a gay. That's what that was. I think Diddy loved everything about it. Also, Diddy's song, hold on. Diddy has a song, and he's talking about being gay. Like, the whole song is about being gay. And it was basically, I think Diddy was going to originally use that song as his, like, coming out song. What else did it sing? Such raps. Forgot the name of the song, but I did a video on it. there's a Diddy admits to being gay. It's right here. So the song is called Hope. So fans urge Diddy to come out the closet after he reveals battle with dark depression. Sean Diddy Combs shared a video on Instagram in which he opens up about his hardships in 2019, including his battle with depression. The clip has prompted fans and urged Diddy to come out of the closet. 2019 was a crazy year, he says in the video. It was a great year for some of us, and for some, it was SHIT. Was really, 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 really hard, man. It was a hard year. The energy was real heavy out here. I even got affected. 2019 was the year I honestly felt I wanted to give up. He continued, for a whole year, I went through a dark depression. I'm telling you this because I had so many people to help me. There's so many people dealing with depression, the 50-year-old music mogul added. Nobody's immune to it. No matter how much money or success you have, depression is at an all-time high. Even I experienced it this year. He says, even God experienced it this year. Like, okay, nigga. As reported by a Showbiz, Diddy allegedly came out of the closet on a song called Hope by sexually fluid artist Orange Blood. The outlet also notes, before the song came out, a 2017 video featured a drunk Diddy calling another man daddy, Fabulous, who was in the video looked stunned and later confused about what kind of party Diddy wanted to have with him. Now again, the song Hope came out right before Diddy came forward and let the world know that he was depressed and he had went through, a really dark year and he was going through a dark time. And then if you listen to the song, just I said, I wish I could play the song for you. But if you listen to the song and think about somebody that is like in the closet or a closeted person no longer being gay, it fits that exact narrative. And then Orange Blood is a sexually fluid artist. So he is in a song talking about being gay with a gay artist. And then he comes out with this video letting the world know. One, he was supporting or trying to get people to support the song, which was Hope. And the depression is coming from being in the closet. Not being able to be your true self is what the song Hope, gives, and hoping, that more so like you'll be accepted for the decision that you made, which would be more so of coming out of the closet. So the fans are putting two and two together. They're like, hey, Diddy, come out of the closet already. Like, come on, brother, come on. It's okay, it's safe. Like, it's a safe space. Because that's what the depression is coming from. The depression is fighting a inner battle, like a very self-conflicting to where it's going to affect a lot of people's lives. Not just something that you can do or say or be and nobody else be affected by it. It's just you being affected by it. Like, no, this is life-changing. And again, he did it with a gay artist. So I'm not saying that that's a coincidence. I'm saying that I think it was a soft launch of Diddy coming out. I do think Diddy wants to come out. I think he's wanted to come out for years. I don't think that this is anything new. I think pretty much the whole industry knows that Diddy likes men as well. You've had people like 50 Cent and others. I think this is where the huge feud truly started with Diddy and 50 Cent was when Diddy was trying to put the moves sexually on 50. I think 50 took real problem with that and never let it go. Never let it go. Because 50 has always been extremely mean to Diddy, but Diddy always tries to get back in 50's good graces. And I think at one point Diddy kind of just gave up and started trying to get back at him by messing with his baby mama, and stuff like that. But it did Diddy did something to 50 that really turned 50 off. And I think that's what it was. And he, states it. Do you think he will ever come out after the trial? No, Tasha. I don't think Diddy will. You know what? Unless it's for his image. 100%. 100%. Ain't nobody trying to make Diddy gay, weirdo. You should talk to the men that said that he R-worded him. Hold on, let me imagine me trying to make somebody gay. What was right here? He claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingering in his mouth. How am I making somebody gay? I never had Diddy's balls in my mouth. Hurry up. Hurry up. Don't get my attention and then get quiet. Stay a basic bitch. Don't change now, pony boy. So how am I making him gay? I'm not making him anything. Not at all. I've never given him a dick or anything like that. He never was inside of me or anything. I never said anything like that. That would be me making him gay. Because I would be saying we did gay acts. So I know he's gay because I have proof because we did things together. We never have. I've never met Diddy before in my life. So how am I making him gay? Just like I'm not making you fat. Those flaming hots and frying chicken in a bed and making a family pan, a lasagna, and then just grabbing a fork, and whatnot. Like that is what's making you large and in charge. That's what's making you wait on a trailer over there. Not me. Okay? Now I know I'm probably stressing you out, so you probably just open up a fresh bag of Flamin' Hots and opened your little bag that you got filled up with donuts from the gas station in Samaritan. Yes, but it's not my fault. Yeah, I don't know what the you're talking about. So, yeah, hair flip. Anyways. So, yeah, so fans put two and two together. I'm just like, well, yeah, Diddy, you need to come on out of the closet because look, it's taking a whole life of its own, you know. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So yeah, it's like it's taking on a life of its own. So it's like you need to do something because you're gonna like explode with gay, you know, like you're just gonna explode and like glitter's gonna blow everywhere, you know. Like you just need to go on ahead and go out here and dig and use some booty. Because that is what you want to do. So it's just like, go ahead and dig us some booty. We don't care. But see, Diddy cares about his image. You know, that's why he keeps the Carisha Pleases around and, stuff like that. It's all for an image. You know. It's all for an image. Correct. Correct. In another video Diddy made with Kevin Hart burst into laughter when he struggled to take back his words after accidentally admitting to sleeping with Usher. In 2019, rapper Exhibit recalled the time he was taken to a gay club by Diddy. He was so shocked when he discovered what kind of club it was and immediately took off. We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. It was suspect, he said. Come out the closet, Diddy, and let another man love you the way you need to be loved. One IG user said. I mean, let me show y'all something. Watch this. Let me show you something interesting. Watch this. I'm gonna really piss people off with this. The ones that's like, he's not gay, he's not gay, he's not gay. Okay. Look at this. Oh, there's no. Obvious, no. Here's a picture. Pictures don't lie. Look at this. Okay, like that's Diddy and Carisha. I'll see them. Diddy and Carisha. Look at Diddy. Look at Carisha. Look at Diddy. Look at Carisha. Now look at this. Look how happy he is. Matching outfits. Look how happy he is. Look. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you so much, Tasha Sherry, for the super sticker. I love you, babes. Thank you so much, babes. And thank you for the PayPal, too. I love you, Tasha. Thank you, babes. I love you. Look, matching outfits, everything. He ain't never been on matching outfit with Carisha. He ain't never been in no matching outfit with Carisha. Look at that smile. Yes. Yes. He is happy. This is him happy. Okay? Hugged up to me. All right. He happy. He want a man. It's that simple. And we don't have to make anything up. It's clear. It's there. The signs are always there. Yeah, right? A lot of people just like to ignore them. No, look at the signs. You can see when he's with women versus when he's with men, it's completely different energy. 100%. When he's with men, he's happy. It's like, oh God, I'm so happy, to be here. Like all of that stuff. But then when you got Carisha and the whole audience with a sign at the BET Awards, popping, 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 popping. He on the stage talking about casting. But he don't say talking about casting. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? He didn't know about her being in the audience talking about poppy, 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 poppy. He didn't care about none of that. He didn't care about any of that. Not at all. But let McMill have been out there with a sign talking about some go poppy, go Diddy. He would have definitely paid attention to that. He would have definitely acknowledged that. So at this point in time, the fans coming forward like Diddy come out the closet, the reason people are saying it is because he will be supported. So I can see him coming out the closet for his image now. And when it comes to women, what he did to women, he looks trash. What he did to Cassie in that hallway, all of that, regardless of whatever, they went through, that was unnecessary. She should never did that. So I could see that. I could see him coming out the closet so that him looked at as a hitting and hurting and harming woman type of individual is no longer looked that way. Because it's like, well, he's gay now. He's with men, and whatnot. Correct. I think that he'd come out for those purposes. Only for his image. But as of him just coming out of prison and being like, I'm gay, I don't see that. No. I think he'll take it to his grave. If he has to. Because a lot of these men Diddy is old school. He's not of the new gen. Not at all. Diddy's so narcissistic that if everybody doesn't accept him being gay, then he won't come out. Because you can't pay for that. You can't buy support with your sexuality. Like, you can't do that. And I don't think he wants to be treated any differently. So I could see him staying in the closet forever because he's a narcissist. So yeah, if he can't control how people feels about him, not at all. But if that is enough to help him with his image, then yeah. Just like his children, he's putting all of them to work. All of them. The twins coming out with a clothing line, and Justin's coming out with a brand. King Combs is doing branding out now, branding himself out now too. He's turning them into the worker bees. Worker bees, because he knows people still support them. People still like the kids. The kids are innocent. Kids don't have anything to do with anything. Although Christian and Christian and Justin have umpteen lawsuits against them. No, Justin ain't pay that credit, but Carl Bill Cream. So yeah, he's definitely putting them to work. Baby Love is in hiding. Correct. It is the summer. We had eyes on her last when she was in school. She showed up to the twins' graduation and she ran off when we had the police there for questioning. She did not stay. She ran. She did, and that is definitely noted. Just another charge. Just another charge. She's going down. So, yes, we do have eyes on her, though. Last time we seen her, she was over there with the new Italian mafia. down there trying to find a place in St. Lucas. But we gonna get her. We gonna get her. So that's just what that word. So I guess we're just not gonna get your skin regimen. Love and light. Love and light. Love and light. No, I'm just kidding. I'll write it down on my community wall just for you. Okay? You better hurry and screenshot it and like yeah. Cause then like everyone's gonna have like great skin and we wouldn't have time for that. Like everybody can be pretty. Some people have to be ugly. Okay? Everyone can be pretty like us. So yes, he did say in the video on the twins he just did a video on the twins getting sued. Correct. By 1221, the apparel company. And then they want to try to make it seem like they it's their idea and it's original idea because their birthday is December 21st. And how many other billions of people in the world whose birthday is on December 21st? You don't own the birthday. It does not belong to you. It's just the day your number changes. That is it. That is all. Like that doesn't even make sense at all. Y'all have a whole mother that passed away. Y'all can't do R.I.P. Kim Porter line or Kim's daughter's line, you know, or something like that. I mean, your mother was in fashion. That was basically like her whole life. I mean, there's just way better ideas that I feel like they could have came up with. It does feel like it was a stolen idea. Like it does not feel genuine. Them trying to be, oh, it's our birthday. So like, so? Like, and? What does that mean? Y'all birthday. And? You coming to a point? Or do you just wanted to say that? Because that makes no sense at all. It's our birthday, so I'm not coming out with a line called 920. I'm not. It's my birthday, but still, I'm not 0920. I'm not doing that because I don't own it, and it could be another line already that's called 0920, or 1988, or 2000. You know, like I mean, they're numbers. We don't own numbers, but we do own LLCs, and Imani's LLC was put in first, so. That was her business, her name, all of that belongs to her. So give it back. End story. And if not, I feel like they should be sued. That's all. But yeah, so yeah, I definitely think that there is some gayness going on over there with the diddler. Absolutely. But let's slide on into Shanquella. So if you don't know, I have way too many tabs open. Let me close that. I'm gonna find that lawsuit. We're gonna come back and read that PR. Because I want to read that lawsuit. Craziness. Like, what is going on? So let me pull up. Oh, I'm doing all that. I already have a bookmark. Sean, you did doing the most. So let me pull up. Give y'all a brief reminder if y'all don't remember who Shanquella is. Hold on.
Mexican authorities pursuing their case against an American suspected of killing an acquaintance at a luxury resort. They're looking to extradite the suspect to face charges. ABC's Reed Shaw joins us with more as that woman still hasn't been named. Serene, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Janae. A 25-year-old went down to Mexico with some friends to celebrate someone's birthday. And just one day into that vacation, she turned up dead. And now officials have another big problem on their hands. Their prime suspect is no longer in the country. This morning, a potential legal limbo as Mexican prosecutors seek to extradite an acquaintance of Shanquella Robinson, the North Carolina woman found dead while vacationing in Mexico. Authorities are not currently naming her, but say she is a direct aggressor against the 25-year-old after a video online, too violent to show, reveals Robinson assaulted in her hotel room. Mexican authorities issuing an arrest warrant for that acquaintance, now back in America, for the crime of femicide, the act of killing a woman based on her gender.
On the one hand, the U.S. government is going to take this seriously, and on the other hand, it's not obligated to turn her over.
On October 29th, local police reports state that a Baja Resort town guest told medical staff around 2 in the afternoon that Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol. A doctor determining she was stable but dehydrated, adding Robinson's acquaintances refused to send her to the hospital. The police report stating the Charlotte native went into cardiac arrest, declared dead by 6 p.m. but an autopsy differing from the report, stating medical officials arrived before 3 p.m., quickly declaring Robinson dead from severe spinal cord injury and a dislocated neck. Robinson's family wants answers.
I'm just waiting on that day when someone can be arrested. That's all I'm waiting on.
As for those contradictions, Dan Abrams tells us that can happen when you have different officials looking into the same case, but that can be problematic for prosecutors. Janae?
So many unanswered questions, Doreen. Thank you.
Well, hey there,
Really?
fans. Ron Roberts here.
So that is
Thanks for checking
Shanquella.
out-
Shut up, girl. That is Shanquella. Now let's get into the update on Shanquella. So, woman accused in Shanquella Robinson case claims self-defense in new court filing. This is on July 10th. Girl. There's a new court filing from the woman who's accused of attacking Shanquella Robinson on their trip to Cabo. Imani Green, which is Dejanay, Imani Green now has hired an attorney who is expanding on why she wants the case dismissed. Green was previously known as Dejanay Jackson. The court documents claim Green was acting in self-defense. Whoa. Green's attorney also accuses Robinson of belligerent behavior. Says that Shanquella was belligerent. The documents claim Robinson provoked the fight. Girl. Dejanay hard-looking ass said that Shanquella provoked the fight. She's not done. Hold on, there's more. The documents claim Robinson provoked the fight, failed to accept or alert others of any serious medical condition, and engaged in excessive drinking. Dejanay said this was in self-defense. We all saw the video. We saw the video. Like, what do you mean self-defense? How is it self-defense when we saw Shanquella sitting on the ground and you were pummeling her while she was on the ground? Where's the self-defense in that? Where? Where's the self-defense? I'm like, that's weird. A naked sleeping girl. Right. And then again, we saw Shanquella on the ground. So where are you bringing anything up of self-defense? Where? And how is it self-defense when it's how many people in the room watching? That could have stopped or prevented Shanquella if she was so belligerent. Was how many people in the room? No one stopped. No one tried to break up the fight. Nothing. So what do you mean self-defense? How? How are you claiming self-defense from someone that is almost in the fetal position? That doesn't make any sense. What? Self-defense? Are you? How was this turning into self-defense at all when y'all got back from Cabo and y'all told Shanquella's mother, Salamandra, that nothing nefarious happened? Nothing out of the ordinary. Shanquella just drank too much alcohol and she ended up passing due to the amount of alcohol that she drank. Y'all went over there and lied to that woman and her sister and to Quella. Y'all went over there and lied just to disappear because they didn't see y'all after that. Khalil, none of you. Y'all all went over there and lied to Salamandra and her sister Quella and said that nothing happened. Nothing. And then the video is out, and they contact the family and say, hey, I think this is Shanquella in this video. I think this is your daughter. You should go look at this video. Come to find out, that was Shanquella. That was her. After all of y'all, because Dejanay, you didn't even go over there to see Shanquella's mother. If you were acting in self-defense, you could have easily just went said that. Look, I'm so sorry, that this happened. I didn't know what to necessarily do. My body just went into protection mode, fight or flight. Your daughter came at me, something. You made it seem as if you had nothing to do with nothing. You were so not involved that you didn't even go over to the woman's house. At least the other three did. Khalil, Winter, and there was another one that went over there too. But yeah, so it's like, was that Dejanay? I don't think it was Dejanay. I think it was somebody else. Anyways. But yeah, so y'all said that nothing happened at all in that way. So then it comes out that something did happen, and y'all got physical, and you were the one that got physical with her enough to where the autopsy to come back to where it was Atlas fixation, that you were the culprit that made it happen. And now you're saying that you had nothing to do with anything besides the Shanquella getting intoxicated, getting belligerent, and then you acted in self-defense. And then she says, fail to accept or alert others of any serious medical condition. So she's basically saying, Dejanay, that she didn't say that her throat was broke. She didn't say that her throat was broke. She didn't say nothing about her spine being cracked, none of that. No, she didn't say none of that. She kept trying to fight. So if she couldn't breathe, or if her neck, something broke or cracked or something like that, she failed to say anything like that happened. That's why I kept engaging in the fight. That's what I'm getting from it. That's what I'm getting for her saying. Because what medical condition? Shanquella didn't have any medical conditions. She didn't pass away due to a medical condition like asthma, or something like that, diabetes. She didn't pass away through anything like that. Her neck was broken. Someone broke her neck. But yeah, that's what happened to her. Sorry. Yeah, somebody broke her neck. Correct. How do you warn somebody that your neck is broken? How do you do that when you're in extreme pain? I'm sure she could barely think, let alone talk. That sounds extremely painful. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That type of breaking, a lot of force came down on her. So that's why people are assuming that Shanquella was body slammed. I mean, because it could have been something else. She could have been hit in the head or back of the neck with something, rather bad, or something blunt, a blunt object. Who knows? Because they won't say what happened. So we still don't know what happened to the girl. And it's been years. We know that Shanquella was taken out due to somebody putting their hands on her. And we know that it was Dejanay due to seeing a video of her putting her hands on Shanquella, and Shanquella being on the ground in the fetal position in that hotel room. Because I want to know, how does Dejanay, Imani, how do you say this is self-defense? Like, I'm like, what about this is self-defense? What about this self-defense? That is Shanquella sitting on the floor, and that's you, Dejanay, hitting her. What about that is self-defense? I don't get it. Help me help you. Dejanay, what about this is self-defense? Hurry up. That's you in them ugly pajamas beating her. No, we're not signing up for a newsletter. That's you. Where's the self-defense in that? She's basically in the fetal position. Non-confrontational. She clearly does not want to fight. Y'all not standing up throwing hands. Y'all not standing up going rounds. That's not what's happening. And you ended up beating her, well, not winning, and she started coming to the injuries that happened through you having to defend yourself. That's not what happened. That's not. We all saw the video. I have the video still. Like we have it. You were the aggressor. It was not Shanquella. And you can tell based off of the contact, the physical contact in the video. You seem very mad at her. So I will say this, maybe Shanquella did say something smart. But so what gives you the right to put your hands on her like that? Who the fuck are you? You big bitch. Who are you? Who are you? To feel like it's okay to bully that girl, because that's what you did. That's what you did. She wasn't in your height range, your weight range, none of that. 2-3 licks would have sufficed if you felt like, oh, you popping ish. Oh, you coming at me, don't play with me because I will hit you in your... Sometimes you do got to show people better than you can tell them. Sometimes you do. Got to take it there. Hit them in their mouth to let them know to close it. So, I mean, I get that, but did you have to take her life? Did you have to be so... It was like over KILL. Like, none of that was necessary in what you did to her. Your whole intent was to embarrass her. Anytime we're getting into a fight with someone, it's really not to like hurt them, or to take their life or anything like that. No, that's usually not the intent. But you do want to embarrass them. You do want to win. You do want people to walk away from the fight saying that you ate. You know, that you were, you know, the dominant one. And the fight overall, you got the most licks, the yeah. So it's like, yeah, but she still hasn't explained where and why Shanquella would even want us to have become belligerent. She never explained that. And I think she can explain it because it was premeditated. I've always said, I'm not going to say Shanquella's life being taken was premeditated. No, because due to her injury. That type of injury is super uncommon. It is not a common injury unless it's like a car accident, you know, or something like that. That's where like atlas luxation, where it's common for a person to deal with something like that. A lot of, you know, friction, a lot of force. So I don't think that was planned. It's like, we're going to go to Mexico and we're going to take her life of atlas luxation. No, that don't even sound like a conversation that you would have with someone. But I do think it was premeditated for Dejanay and other girls in the group, including Winter, to hurt Shanquella when they got there. I do think that they have been ignoring Shanquella the whole night. They have been isolating Shanquella the whole night. Dejanay, there is no way you're going to convince me that it was not your plan and you thinking that you're the tough one because you have the biggest back, that you didn't have a preconceived notion to put your hands on Shanquella when she got there. Whether it's jealousy, whatever your reasons are, to where you feel like you wanted to do it. And I still feel like they robbed her. I still feel like they took all that girl money and whatnot, everything that she had with her of value. I do think that they took it, including jewelry, all of that stuff. I do. I don't think any of them felt bad. I don't. I think they were scared. I don't think that they cared that she was deceased. I don't. I don't think that they cared. Because if they cared, why would you go back to her mom and lie to her face? Why would you do that? Why would you go right back Khalil, being the bestie, being the reason she went in the first place? Why would you go tell that woman a bold-faced lie? Why would you do that? Because you're not protecting Shanquella in that point, somebody that's supposed to be your friend. You're protecting Dejanay and your secret. Because now that y'all didn't do nothing about it, now it's all y'all secret. It's like, I know what you did last summer. You know, not now this is all y'all secret. Although y'all probably didn't want it to end like that. Y'all probably didn't want it to necessarily happen yourselves. But y'all watched it. Y'all allowed it. Y'all helped cover it up. All that out of fear, whether you didn't want to get in trouble or just in a group, y'all didn't want to get in trouble. So y'all did what y'all had to do to get out of Mexico. And so that the blame wasn't put on y'all. Y'all wanted to get out of there before Shanquella's body was cold. Y'all wanted, because who leaves her there? There is no way in the world I go on a trip with my best friend or close friend and something happens to them and I'm just going to be able to leave right away. Like, I'm going to want to leave. I'm going to want to be like around family, you know, and people like that. But I just couldn't just leave her there. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't just leave and just be like, oh well, you know, I could not bring myself to get on a plane and just leave. Like, I would have at least stayed until they got her body back to the States and to her parents or whatever, whoever got her body back. I just wouldn't have been able to. I would have just felt so guilty, you know, going back and that's why God put certain people in certain situations, because I couldn't be in a situation like that and not tell the truth. Like, I would want the truth to be known. Like, it's like her family deserves to know what happened to her, because they can't move on. This is why they're still signing petitions and getting petitions out there. They're still filing things. They're still going to court. They're still suing. They're still doing, because they don't know what happened. I think this is the reason why Salamandra, I don't think they care about any money. They didn't already want a lawsuit against like the resort and whatnot. They didn't already had a payday. I really don't think that that's what they care about. I think what they care about is knowing what happened to her. They still do not know what happened to their daughter, sister, friend, and family member. They don't know. We don't know. We have an idea, but we don't know. That family has no closure. You got everybody, because they did this in another country, walking around talking about something. We ain't do nothing. She was drunk. It's like, what? Shanquella was a little bitty thing. It wouldn't take much to get her drunk. It wouldn't take much. And then she passed away drinking? No. Then you find out that no, it wasn't alcohol. Not at all. Barely had it in her system. It was actually, her neck was broken. Spine. It just has just a spinal cord injury. This isn't anything to do with liquor. But Shanquella's injury, again, because I don't think that she lived long either. She was already gone when the doctor got there, the fake doctor. The doctor got fired. Or she was like faint, like barely alive, but still a little bit alive, you know? So I think that I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. I really think that Shanquella was already deceased when the doctor got there. I really do. And I think that they were just kind of like crossing their eyes and dotting their eyes, or dotting their eyes and crossing their T's, by getting somebody just to come and look at her and pushing the narrative, oh, she's drunk, she's drunk, she's drunk, she's drunk, she's drunk. And with the care being done at the resort instead of being done at a hospital where Shanquella should have been immediately after the injury, as soon as possible, to get her some type of medical attention, they waited. So that's why I don't believe that she was alive. They just had the doctor come there and had the doctor okay that she saw Shanquella and told him to take Shanquella to the hospital so that she could get more fluids and stuff put in there, because the doctor came in there and plugged a banana bag, of IV bag of vitamins and, you know, and all that good stuff, electrolytes and whatnot, to get Shanquella, you know, up and going again. Like they do that to people that are extremely intoxicated and extremely dehydrated, and whatnot, like fluids to kind of like bring you back and give you enough energy to be able to move around and drink and eat and stuff on your own, you know, so you can start to get it back together, because you start, you know, recovering. And because she said that she gave Shanquella a whole bag. It's like, how though, if she's deceased? I don't think Shanquella was muttering words, and so I really don't feel that way. I don't think that at all. And the reason I don't think that is because when Nazir got there, which Nazir got there the next day, the day Shanquella passed. He never said Shanquella spoke to him. He spoke of her being asleep the whole time. Sleep or deceased. Because I believe Shanquella was deceased. And when he was talking to her, I believe he was talking to that woman's corpse. I don't think that he was speaking directly to Shanquella and Shanquella was speaking back. Because there was never a dialogue of Nazir saying Shanquella spoke to him. He kept telling Shanquella to get up and that they were supposed to go party and that they were supposed to ride four-wheelers, and all of that stuff. He never said anything about, Shanquella walking or grabbing anything, drinking something, nothing. He never saw her doing any of those things. So I just think she was already gone. And I think the doctor was used as an alibi. We called someone, so then when they called the ambulance and because they didn't have a choice, it got to the point where we're like, okay, we got to call somebody because we can't just leave her here. Because if we leave her here, then that's going to show that something happened to her. So we have to do this the right way. We got to get the ambulance and whatnot to come and pick up her body and take her away from here. And then somebody's got to make the call, to the family. So somebody got to call the mom. At least the mom. Somebody got to call her. So Khalil, being the one closest to Shanquella, they gave him that responsibility because they knew that Salamandra, Shanquella's mother, would believe him. With the other girls, I think Salamandra would have read through it because she was reading through Khalil. When Khalil was on the phone with her, like, oh, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she's here with us anymore. Like, I don't know. I think she may be gone. They can't find a pulse, whatnot. And then, Salamandra kept asking, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened to her? What happened to her? And he kept saying the drinking, the alcohol. Salamandra was not buying that. She was not. She kept questioning it. She kept questioning it. Like, yeah. My daughter don't drink like that. Like, I know my daughter. She don't drink enough alcohol to perish from it. Like, something else is going on here. What happened? And when they got back, they didn't have a choice but to go over there and visit Salamandra because she wasn't taking that Shanquella just passed due to drinking alcohol. And then again, if you're so torn up about what happened to Shanquella, why are you here? Why didn't you stay? There's no way I could have left my friend. Like, I just wouldn't have been able to leave her. Like, I would have had to know. Maybe I could have left that somebody switched me. Like, if her mom and dad flew out there, I was just like, okay, we'll take it from here. Then, yeah, I'll go home. And then we'll talk when y'all get back. We'll figure out what's to figure out. They didn't even come to the girl's funeral. I don't care what the internet was saying. If I was a part of the Capo 6, I would have said something. So I would have told everybody what happened. I mean, it happened in Mexico. We back in the United States anyway, so what does it matter? With extradition, they clearly not coming to get nobody, or nothing like that. So America can't bring us up on charges for something that didn't even happen on their soil. So I would just talk. Like, I mean, why not? And her family they deserve to know what happened to her. Even if it's something just as simple as Shanquella came in the room joking with Dejanay, because we saw through those videos that Shanquella was being ignored the whole night by everybody, and at times even Khalil, her own bestie, that made her come. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Even Khalil was ignoring her. So that is really unfortunate, that she had to deal with all of that, and this is what makes me think that it was premeditated, because they didn't really speak to her at all. Shanquella would come into the room and engage the women, and the women would ignore her. And Shanquella would try to include herself in conversations with the women, and the women would still ignore her. So I do feel like it was premeditated. I think they had a plan, so when they got there, they were going to hurt her. They were going to get her. Rather they was told she said something about something, or or rather a boy was involved, or rather it was just them simply just being jealous of her. In ways, you know, them thinking that she this and she thinking she that, and Dejanay with the big back thinking that she is the bully eliminator. Oh, I'm gonna show her, you know, I'm gonna show her this and I'm gonna show her that, and it went too far, and went so far enough to that she ended up taking her life. And again, I don't think that it was premeditated to not. Shanquella would have passed in a different way, like a weapon or something was involved. Then I'd be like, yeah, I think that they knew that they were gonna do that to her. Like they used a GUN or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, premeditated. But I think the fight was premeditated, not her passing. I will have to be fair, and state that I was as angry as I am at the Cabo Six. I do think that it was premeditated. And I'm also still really surprised by them, especially Nazir. Because now I'm starting to think, Nazir, that you were there, Nazir Wiggins. I'm starting to think that you were present when the fight happened. Because you were there when her body was discovered by the ambulance and all that stuff. So I'm starting to think that you were there. Because why not talk? Why not speak? All of y'all, it's been years. And none of you have came forward to say nothing. None of you have come forward and said a word about Shanquella and what happened to Shanquella. The world deserves to know. The family first, but the world rolled for Shanquella, because if not for the world, Shanquella would have got way less support. I think way less things would have found, even the video. I think that it would have took them way longer to find the video of her in Cabo and all of that stuff. But the internet was all over Black Twitter and all of that. They deserve answers too. You know, all of the content creators, myself, everybody that has been following the story and wanting justice for Shanquella and Shanquella's family, everybody deserves to know. Like, it's been long enough. What happened to her? Her mom shouldn't have to go through all of this to find out answers. So she's suing Dejanay, I feel, in hopes that Dejanay will say what happened to Shanquella. I really don't think Salamandra cares about the money. I don't think she does. I really don't. I think it still affects her. Why would you not want to know? Come on. I will want to know. Like, what happened? Like, what? That's the little, man. The least they could have did for that woman, y'all already took her daughter away from her. Y'all can't tell her why? Because you're not going to be able to explain why you took her life. Can you explain how it led up to it? Can you explain that part? Because maybe there could be some type of clarity that'll help her sleep at night. You know, that'll be like, oh, okay, well, it was just all just a big misunderstanding. You know, they didn't really want to hurt my child. Or it can be the opposite. Or it could be they really wanted to hurt my child. Like this, they did that deliberately. You know, they may not have taken her life on purpose, but everything else was. So if they never put their hands on her, her life would have been intact. She would have been fine. So it's still their fault, regardless, whether they meant to do it or meant for it to go that far or not that far. It happened. You know, it's the past. So it can't be changed. So you could at least explain it. That's how I feel. Cabo 6, y'all are trash. Y'all could at least explain to this woman what happened to her daughter. Give her some peace. Don't let her leave this world and not know what happened to her kid. Like, that's crazy work for y'all to hold on to it. And Dejanay, if you did not do anything and you say that this is self-defense, why don't you change your name? Why? Why? Why did you change your name? There's no reason to change your name if you did nothing wrong. Malik name's still Malik. Nazir name's still Nazir. Winter name's still Winter. Like, everybody kept their names but you. That's how we know that you took her life. That's how we know. Honestly, if I'm to be blunt, that's how we know you took Shanquella life. Because you making all the changes. You running in circles. Nobody else. Everybody else pretty much like moved on and living their life. But you're not. You still running, still hiding, still trying to get things dismissed, and you know you wrong. You know you wrong. And this is just a lawsuit. This isn't criminal charges or anything being brought upon you. Again, it didn't happen here. So you should eat it. Wherever the lawsuit is, you should just do it. I mean, that's the least you could do, you know, in my opinion. That's the least you could do. So we're about to go over to coffee. We absolutely are. We've been live an hour and a half over here. Yes, got that knocked out. We will be live again tomorrow and talking about more of the Shanquella piece. I want to bring up the lawsuit of Shanquella's family. We'll talk more about that. And then we do have some more survivings dropping. YouTube is taking down my Aaliyah surviving. So I edited it and I'm going to do another premiere of it because whatever. So they're trying to pop it. So I'm going to put, I'm going to redo it while we already got it done. And I'm just going to re-premiere it tonight because, yeah. No, I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it tonight. Yeah. So we're about to go on coffee in about 15 minutes. We'll be live on coffee. And then, yeah, so we'll be back live over here tomorrow. And there will be a premiere dropping tonight. It's pretty much already ready. So it'll probably be dropping, we're still on coffee about an hour. And then we'll come back over to YouTube and watch the premiere of this surviving because I have a part 2 of this Aaliyah premiere dropping tomorrow. So that's why I want to do it again so that it's like 1 and 2 instead of just 2. It says part 2 and you're like, oh, well, where the hell is part 1? You know, because YouTube is telling me to either take it down or go in and completely redo the video. So I went and redid it last night. I was up all night redoing the video. And I'm going to put it back out now, and then I'll put part 2 out tomorrow. After we go live over here, we'll go over and watch the premiere of part 2. Okay, so what is coffee? Watch my community feed on over here on YouTube. We will put coffee up in the link up to if you want to come over and join us. That would be great. So I love y'all. So I'll see you over in coffee in about 15-20 minutes. I love you guys. And yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for the super stickers and the super chats. Liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all in the next live. Until then, bye.